But first, we turn our attention to Mumbai, where there was a chilling hostage crisis. And this hostage crisis unfolded inside a studio in Powai. 17 young children, little children, some as young as 10 and 15, they were held at gunpoint for hours by that man you see on your television screen. Apparently, he's been identified as Rohit Arya. He took a dozen plus children hostage. He claimed that he was calling them for an audition. He even recorded a video and released it when the children were held hostage. So the Mumbai police launched a massive operation, a rescue operation. Mumbai police personnel, they entered through a bathroom window near the studio to gain entry into that area where the suspect had taken little children hostage. And there, they tried to first engage in a conversation with the accused. When he picked up a weapon, there was an encounter. Police successfully rescued the children. The children are all safe. The accused, identified as Rohit Arya, he was shot at after apparently he opened fire. He was rushed to hospital. That time he was bleeding, and that was live on television when he was being taken to hospital. Police later said that he succumbed to his injuries in the hospital, and we'll get you more details on this big story. India Today now gets you chilling details of that hostage crisis in Mumbai this afternoon in Powai. Police said the accused was armed. He also claimed he had chemicals and a lighter. He reportedly threatened to open fire at the police. Negotiators tried to calm him, but when talks failed, he opened fire at the police. And this was when there were multiple children in that room who were being held hostage. The weapon, police say, later turned out to be an air gun. But in that moment, they couldn't afford to take a chance with 17 children trapped inside. And Rohit was shot at. The bullet caught him on the right side of his chest. That image that you see there, this was a little after 4 this afternoon. This is the time that this accused was being taken to hospital. The police have seized the weapon. They've also seized the chemicals that he said he had at the scene. They've been sent for forensic examination. The force is standing by. Police say the action was important because the commando team leader, he had to take a split-second decision. The moment he saw the accused pick up a weapon, there was no way he could then decide whether this was an air gun or a real weapon, and especially with a dozen plus, with 17 children there. Every child is safe. The investigators now say that they're looking into the background of the accused who died in hospital.
"17 children, all safe tonight." But for almost an hour, Mumbai lived through a nightmare straight out of a Bollywood movie. On Thursday afternoon, the city watched in disbelief as a man held school children hostage inside a studio. The man behind the horror, Rohit Arya, is now dead. Arya allegedly opened fire at the police during the rescue operation. They returned fire. Arya was hit, rushed to hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries.
मैं रोहित आर्या, सुसाइड करने की जगह मैंने एक प्लान बनाया और कुछ बच्चों को इधर हॉस्टेज रखा है.
Arya had released a video before the police moved in to rescue the children. Proclaiming himself not a terrorist, Arya claimed he had moral and ethical demands and wanted answers, not money.
मेरे को ज़्यादा डिमांड्स नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल डिमांड्स है, बहुत मॉरल डिमांड्स है, बहुत एथिकल डिमांड्स है, और मेरे कुछ सवाल है. मुझे कुछ लोगों से बात करनी है, उनको सवाल पूछने हैं, उनके जवाब पर अगर मुझे काउंटर क्वेश्चन है तो मुझे काउंटर क्वेश्चन पूछना है. ना मैं टेररिस्ट हूँ, ना मेरी बहुत बड़ी पैसों की डिमांड है, कुछ भी पैसों की डिमांड तो है ही नहीं, इमोरल तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है.
Sources tell India Today that Arya ran a YouTube channel and had called children to the studio for what he claimed was a web series audition. According to eyewitnesses, all the children were from outside Mumbai brought in for the audition.
ये खुद ऑडिशन करता था, ऑडिशन के लिए बुलाता था, बस इतना ही मालूम है. बाकी इसका क्या डिमांड था वो पुलिस को मालूम, लेकिन इतने कम समय में पुलिस ने आके बहुत अच्छा काम किया है.
पुलिस वाले ने हम लोग को अंदर नहीं जाने दिया. पुलिस वाले ने अपना मिशन काम किया और उनको बाहर लिया. पहले जो आर्या करके आदमी है ना, उनको बाहर लिया.
A city shaken but thankful that every child came home safe. Bureau Report, India Today.
There's some more information that's just filtering in. India Today has been able to get some details on the grievances the accused had in the Powai hostage case. So this accused, Rohit Arya, apparently for months, he kept claiming that he was the original creator of a school improvement concept that was adopted by the Maharashtra government, but he wasn't given credit for it. He also then went on to say that he lived on the 9th floor of a building in Chembur and that room belonged to a relative who was living overseas for some time. Rohit left the building around 9 this morning. Police are currently inside that building. I quickly want to bring in India Today's Mustafa Sheikh for more on this. So give me details. When did this man shoot this video? Where was this video put out? And what more do we know of his grievances?
Well, yes, this person seems to have some credentials on the film industry of directing 2 movies and then later coming up with a concept of cleaning schools, meeting the government, getting a government contract in 2022 and then going on to fast, claiming that he has not been paid dues, he has not been given credit for the work he has done. He fasts and in Pune he is hospitalized due to his fasting. The minister assures him, the then Minister of School Education assures him that his payment will be made. The government changes, Deepak Kesakar doesn't become a minister again, and now cut to this Powai studio where he is taking rehearsals for last 3 days of children between 10 to 15, and suddenly on this morning, the students, 17 students who go in for the rehearsals don't come out for lunch, and what comes out is a video on the YouTube channel of Arya. He has also sent it to many people or media people who he was in touch with, and that video gets circulated. The parents panic, they gather outside the studio. The police understands that this is a hostage situation. First, initially, after seeing the video, they try to negotiate with Arya, but he seems adamant on his demands. The police knows that being 17 children's life at stake, they don't have much time to spare. They do a force entry. When they see a gun, they fire on the right side of the chest. Arya falls, brought to hospital, treated, but declared dead. Back to you.
Okay, there's more breaking news that's coming in. We now have some more information about the probe post the encounter. The investigations in the Rohit Arya case have now been transferred to the Mumbai Police Crime Branch for an impartial investigation. Now, Arya claimed he was owed some dues and he wasn't paid those dues. So he set up apparently an elaborate plot where children were called in for auditioning and those children were then taken hostage because he thought that's the way he'll reach out to the administration and get his demands met. I once again want to bring in Mustafa Sheikh for more on the story. There was some issue with where he was staying, some money that was owed to him there. There are police who are already at that Chembur multi-storied building. What more do we know of what's been recovered from his house? His mental state, had he shared his state of mind or plans with anybody? In this video, he says, even if I fall, there are others who will carry my campaign forward. Or was this just an empty threat?
Well, if you see the trajectory of this event, it seems that Arya was protesting against the government for non-release of payment. Now, only his family can confirm, his wife or people related to him, his kin, that whether it's the same incident or same issue because of which he has taken this step and who was the last people who Arya was in contact with. He was staying for last 8 days in Chembur at a relative's house, but that's not his own house. So the police is studying the trajectory of this entire event. What we know, the last is of pending dues from the government contract. That is the real issue or not is something the family of the accused who he has spoken to last can confirm. The other important thing, his claims about more people involved is something which is being verified by the police, and the steps he has taken, it seems that he has planned this entire incident and how he was able to become a casting director and how he got in touch with these children to come for auditions, how he made it believe that this is a genuine audition going on. These are things which will have to be probed by the Mumbai Police Crime Branch. The crime branch investigates the firing incidences. In this case, the firing has taken place, and hence, by default, the case has been transferred from Mumbai Crime Branch. Back to you.
Mustafa, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. I now want to bring into this conversation Dr. Vikram Singh, former Director General of Police, for more on this. Sir, your assessment of this hostage situation and the police opening fire. The accused only had access to an air gun. So did the Mumbai police, in your appreciation, overreact? They shot at him, but somewhere close to the chest.
Good evening, Gauravji. I would say that I would first like to compliment the Mumbai police for what they have done. Now, the second point is, in a hostage situation where panic is writ large on 17 to 20 families, the school owners, the principal and the teaching staff, I would say it is not an overreaction. In such a situation, a hostage situation, I think it can be an argument that perhaps the quantum of force is a little more than was justified. But if I were there, perhaps I would say that the police acted in a manner that was very responsible to contain the audacious and the criminal intent of Rohit Arya. Just imagine the manner in which he conducted the entire hostage situation, calling the children and infants for audition and then using the school premises. I may have a grievance, but does not entitle me to hold children hostage. That is absolutely a criminal and a highly irresponsible act. And then to send threats that if this does not happen, I'll commit suicide and things like that. I think he's, apart from requiring psychological intervention, he also would have been a narcissist. Being a YouTuber, he called, and that exposes a very devious mind with a criminal intent. Now that he's dead, but I would certainly say the Mumbai police has been accused of overreaction, but I would say that I support the action taken by the Mumbai police, because that put to naught the fact that the panic and the unease and the disquiet in the families, the school premises, and I would say that I would compliment them for what they have done. There certainly is not an overreaction, and the investigation
So you think
is
it's
on.
not
And if there is
overreaction? Okay, an investigation by the Mumbai Police Crime Branch is currently underway. We are still waiting for more information to flow in, and we'll track that story very closely.